So, Odyssey Sims has been well, she's been cut based on the fact that they have to cut her because of a rule. I'm shocked that the Dallas Wings did not try to at least trade Lou or trade Jaylen Brown. I'm surprised they didn't. But as a fan of the Indiana Fever, which is effectively means de facto rivals are the Chicago Sky, Odyssey Sims cannot become a member of the Sky. The Sky are not contenders, but adding Odyssey Sims to the Sky means they're better than Indiana. Odyssey Sims, last season, I'll show you guys what Odyssey Sims averaged this season. Like, it's not even funny. She's a free agent who averaged... I love how bad the WNBA website is. I can't even search for players. So teams. I got to go teams. I got to go to the Wings. And then I got to go into players. And then hope that she's still on the roster. Because I think she still is on the roster. But Odyssey Sims averaged 17.2 points a game. Odyssey Sims averaged 17.2 points per game. She averaged 5.6 assists. And not only that, it wasn't like... She was, in my opinion, she was better than Enrique. When she was on the team, she was better than Enrique. If you want to look at, again, some of the percentages, 58%, 52%, 54%, 61% field goal, 55, 45, 50, 27, 66. Do you guys know how many games Enrique this season has shot above 50% from the field? Zero. Enrique is averaging 6 more points a game than Odyssey Sims, much less assists, on significantly worse shooting. Like, it's not even close. Like, it's not even like, oh, Enrique is like it's a close shooting percentage. Odyssey Sims has just been a little bit better than Enrique's. No, it's not even close. Odyssey Sims shooting percentage is the exact same as Enrique's best game. I just want to see all games. Can I see all games? I just want to see just months. Where is it? All months. Is there any way I can check? I have just clicked into the wrong thing there. Is there any way where it's just going to check her entire stats for the season? No, for some reason I won't show her stats for the season. But heck, this is it. She's shooting above 50% from the field, averaging 17 points. Odyssey Sims is one of the best point guards in the WNBA. I think you can legitimately argue that since coming in on a hardship contract, she's been the second best point guard in the W. So, teams have got to realize how good she is. And there is only one team that the addition of a point guard turns them into not contenders, but not that far off. Especially because Odyssey Sims can shoot the ball. 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 4, 5 of 6, 3 of 5. Like, she can shoot the ball. Odyssey Sims, I don't want you to go to Chicago because you instantly make Chicago better than Indiana. You make Chicago better than Indiana. Because if you are ranking the best players on these teams, it goes, in my opinion, Caitlin Clark 1A, Kennedy Carter 1B. I think you can argue either or. If you want to argue Kennedy Carter is better than Caitlin Clark, I'm not going to argue. I will not argue Kennedy Carter is that good. But for me, it's Caitlin Clark, Kennedy Carter. And then it's the same when it comes to Aaliyah Boston and Angel Reese. Them two are like neck and neck. I would put probably Aaliyah Boston maybe ahead, but Angel Reese is right there. But prior to this, the next best was without question Kelsey Mitchell. Odyssey Sims is better than Kelsey Mitchell. And then you've got Kelsey Mitchell, but then you also look at the rest of the Chicago Sky team now. You've got Camila Cardoso, who is, in my opinion, better than Alyssa Smith. You've got defenders. You've got the better coach. You've got Lindsay Allen, who is better than Erica Wheeler. Dana Evans sucks, but so does Christy Wallace. You've got Michaela Onyenwere, who's probably better than Lexi Hull. Definitely better than Katie Lou Samuelson. So you've got this like team now that is better coached, better defenders, better equipped, like better as far as fit is concerned. And this is an important year for, if you are Indiana, is to beat the Chicago Sky. If you finish ahead of Chicago Sky, it's a big thing. But the Sky also don't need to tank. First of all, I don't know why you get rid of Marina Mabry. And the worst thing the Chicago Sky did, by the way, was take 2 players back in that trade. They took 2 players back in the Breanna Mabry trade, meaning they no longer have that free roster spot. If they still had the free roster spot, then this would be a no-brainer. This would be an absolute no-brainer to just pick up Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims instantly becomes the 3rd best player on their team. But if I'm looking at the sky, I'm looking to cut somebody. Like Mariah Jefferson, you're averaging 2 points a game. I get it. You've been injured. I get it. You're back playing. You've been hurt all year. You haven't played since the 12th of June and you're averaging 2 points this season. You go and get cut. Go get cut because we can have Odyssey Sims. But that would be if Odyssey Sims is a Chicago Sky player. If she is a Sky player, all bets are off for the season. All bets are off. That's all I can say. All bets are off. And if you are the Chicago Sky, you cannot let this one. I want Odyssey Sims to come off the damn bench. Heck, I want Monique Billings instead of Demiris Dantas, the 2 players that Dallas got rid of. But if we're talking about actual fit, who's going to be the better player? If you are the Chicago Sky and you somehow let Odyssey Sims go anywhere else, whoever your GM is should be fired. Should be fired for negligence. The actual perfect player that you guys need is there. She's there. And the best part is that you don't need, like, you have a damn pick swap with Dallas. You have a pick swap, or sorry, not only you have a pick swap with Dallas, you own your own pick, and the worse you are, the more chance if you end up in the lottery, you're just giving Dallas a better chance at a higher pick. Unless your goal is, unless you think that the perfect player is Olivia Miles. But for me, if you're like the Chicago Sky, Pow Pow's there. Pow Pow's going to be there in the draft, even at 9 or 10, especially because you've got Kennedy Carter, who's this ball handling player. Pow Pow's a better shooter, is as good a shooter as Odyssey Sims. Having a Pow Pow type point guard works perfectly with like a ball dominant wing in Kennedy Carter. But yeah, Odyssey Sims is the perfect player, especially because you may be able to keep her next year. I don't know. This is a must-do if you're Chicago. And as a Fever fan, I really hope you don't.